Recibiste las instrucciones. Protect yourself. Protégete todo el tiempo. Buena suerte. Good luck. Let's go.
Who is the best lightweight in the world? We're about to find out.
In the first fight, now he goes to work again because Shields also. Already the pressure from Diaz begins. Good straight left hand by Diaz, and the chopping left hook in the corner. And another left hook, backs up Marquez against the ropes. Marquez hasn't found the counterpunch aggression. Diaz showing respect, but ripping Marquez with another left hook. 3 body shots from Marquez. Diaz goes in with the right hand. This is going to be a hellacious war.
Unlike a lot of fights between a younger and older fighter, in this case, the early rounds seem to favor Diaz, where he...
What's impressive to me right now is Diaz's defense. He's been able to hit Marquez for the most part. I thought this was what we would see starting back the fourth round, but not in the first.
Not to mention the well-known cultural Mexican tradition of willing to mix it up.
And are they ever? What a big left hook by Diaz. Marquez trying to fire back, lands a right cross on the left hook.
Really exerting his weight, and even though they weighed in the same, and I guess tonight, Marquez
variety to his game. You saw the left-hand uppercut. Body shots by Diaz. I get the hunch that Marquez is going to need to stay off the ropes, Emmanuel.
Yes, and I don't think he's going to do that. And the way that Diaz is punching, he's got his head down more, but he's getting better leverage in the exchanges, and Marquez's head is up more.
And this crowd is on its feet already, and they may be on their feet all the way.
You notice Diaz is not throwing that many hooks. He's shooting his punches straight, where he can maximize his strength.
Big left hook, staggers Marquez. Marquez in trouble, and trying to fight his way out of it.
And we've seen this from Marquez before when he's stunned, and he was stunned there. His instinct is to fire right back. Maybe the truest mark of a real champion.
But he's in with a bigger...
We saw that instinct that I mentioned.
If you wanted to find a comparison for what round one looked like, it looked like a round out of a Morales-Barrera fight.
And so does this one.
30 punches in the round. Big left hook by Diaz, straight right hand by Marquez. Diaz jabbing and hunting. Marquez going to the body and coming back up.
Here we say Diaz driving in, we call him left hook right there, and had probably more effect than it would have had, except because he had him back and back. And he's maximizing his weight on every punch by lunging forward as he punches.
Happy box numbers in the second round. Marquez 34 out of 94. Diaz 30 out of 98. So if the first round was counted, and particularly given the wars he's been in, and a guy's had as many terrific fights against great opponents as Marquez has had, every once in a while they go off the diving board all at once. But he's looked really good in the first couple rounds against a guy who's looked just a tiny bit better.
Yeah, but the guy's feeling a lot of pressure. I don't think Marquez.
Good left hook by Diaz. He's gonna. Punch combination by Diaz.
This is the one Diaz that had the boxing world buzzing before his loss to Nate Campbell.
What a will. What determination. Good left hook by Diaz.
So Marquez is landing punches with the weight on him. But even though Marquez is landing punches just as good sometimes.
Good right hand by Marquez. They love this kind of competition. A lot of Marquez advocates thought this might be man against boy. So far, it's been man on man.
And pushing his punches forward with 4-4s, and also you see punches coming back from Marquez, which are counter punches.
281. Harold, how do you have it so far?
Objection. 3 rounds to nothing. 30 to 27. Juan Diaz. Jim, one quick thing about our last fight. I absolutely can't remember the last time I saw 3 judges score for the draw. Very, very rare. Back to this fight. Juan Diaz keeps walking them down, landing clean, hard, effective shots. And when he gets Marquez on the ropes, Marquez seems to lose his head and stand there and slug with Diaz. And that's how Diaz wants to fight. Juan Diaz led the more clean shots. Just as he's doing right there. 3 to nothing Diaz.
No, I understand that score. And Diaz is imposing his kind of fight. But I'll tell you the truth, guys, I think harder punches.
Well, I think he might be a harder puncher, but of course, Diaz, as we pointed out, is by nature. Diaz has been brilliant so far at finding those moments when Marquez's right hand is slightly dropped. He's landed several flush left hooks.
Yeah, and he gets maximum level. He punches his body forward in a Joe Frazier type style, where his left hook has tremendous force because he has his weight leaning right into it. Here you say Diaz land his beautiful left hook. Evidently, Marquez cannot feel the left hook, particularly at the end of the round.
Diaz to establish himself.
Diaz again, imposing his will. Now Marquez will look to land a 3 or 4 punch combination, and he nails Diaz with to the left side. Straight right hand down the pipe by Diaz. Lands twice in a row. Whoever throws more body punches may ultimately be the winner in the fight.
So I tell you what, this is going to be a tough fight right here.
Another huge left hook by Diaz.
I mean, these guys are fighting at a pace and putting such mustard on each.
You know, referee Rafael Ramos has not had to break these guys up for one punch.
3, I believe, on our competitor network, Showtime. One hit. Good left hook. Diaz was cut badly in the camel fight, but other than that, his features held up very well despite his non-stop high-pressure style in other fights. This is right on. There, Diaz got in a solid body shot against the ropes. Marquez is beginning to become more conscious of trying to block Diaz's left hook. Diaz is adjusting by going to the body instead. Uppercut, left hook, back into the ropes. All-out war. Diaz eats a hard right hand, lands a hard... That's not really how fights are scored by judges. How do you have it?
No, Jim. 4 rounds to 2. 58, 56, Juan Diaz. Jim, one man with Marquez really going to stay off the ropes. When he goes on the ropes, Juan Diaz just pummels him like you're watching right here. When the fight goes into the center of the ring, Juan will know.
Straight right hands landing for Juan Manuel Marquez.
Marquez has fought a bit with his mouth open since the 3rd round.
Two straight right hands by Marquez. 2 more big left hooks by Diaz. Drives Marquez back against the ropes. Lands a straight right hand of his own. Marquez trying to counter again. Diaz keeping the pressure on. He listened to Ronnie between rounds.
Here you can see the intensity of the furious exchanges that they have, and you see the punches are landing, short punches, sweat flying. Shows the type of a fight this.
Now this. Ekinelli in the first minute of the 8th round. There comes the uppercut again. Twice in a row.
He found a home with that left uppercut between the gloves.
Diaz isn't landing many of these.
No.
But he's asserting his energy again.
For the pride of his country. You know, even though they're both supposed to be Mexican, because he considers Diaz a half Mexican. He's American Mexican.
What action.
This is amazing.
Marquez is a good defensive fighter, but Diaz has.
Well, we told you how Marquez adjusts and comes on.
Diaz got caught with a left hook, and he looks stunned. Okay, Warren. Hey, what was it?
Here you see Marquez mixing up his punches to the outside and between the gloves. I think that left uppercut between the gloves right there was a shot that caused the cut. You can see the blood just start to spurt as soon as he landed that left uppercut. And here is a left hook that he catches with the head, which he just simply didn't see the punch. And it's a punch that hurts is always one he didn't see. Because he thought he had blocked it, but it came.
Puncher. And it's starting to take its toll on Diaz.
It's a nice kid. So warm, so personable. They're taunting each other in the ring. Great left hook by Diaz. He's trying to turn the tide through the sheer force of will. It'll be the first thing he's done in the fight.
Though Marquez is the much more experienced. In fact, it's Diaz.
And he's supposedly the stronger man.
And he's hurt.
A huge uppercut. Down goes Diaz.
Well, let's see, it's over because he doesn't know how to clinch.
Can he make it out of the ring? 35 seconds to go. A very brave Juan Diaz will probably go back to fighting.
A experienced fighter would probably clinch, but I don't think that's what he's going to do.
And look at Marquez go to the body. Look at him go to the body to try to set up the finish. And what a right hand. And that will be that.
What you just saw was a really good young fighter knocked out by a great old fighter.
Absolutely.
And you're pound for pound number 1.
Maybe.
Marquez.
Just might
No,
be.
that's what you said, and you have good grounds to say that.
Well, let me say this. That's as sensational as any performance Manny Pacquiao's ever produced. For sure. No discredit to Pacquiao, who is great. Marquez is just as great.